Hero Celebration is finally here. We have a huge amount of information to go over today in today's video. I'm excited, guys. Hopefully you are too. Let's not waste any time. Let's dive in. Okay, so we have a data download on both Global NJP. Currently, it is the November 21st, 2023. We have a ton of stuff to go over in today's video, so hang with me. It is going to be a little bit longer of a video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Leaf Games. I do Dokkan content. I stream over on Twitch and do some fun stuff there, but just a little introduction if you're new. Welcome. But we're going to be going over some new stages, information, units, EZAs, because we have a ton of stuff coming for this Hero Celebration. I've been saying this for months, but I've been very excited for this Hero Celebration. And it actually looks like they did pretty good with letting units cook this year, so that's pretty cool. So, starting off, we all know that the big boy himself, Super Saiyan 4 Full Power Limit Breaker Vegeta Xeno is coming. We got that teaser, what was this, on the 19th, so we all knew that was coming. We got the skill orbs over here in Global, all that good stuff. Chain Battle rewards were given out. Burst mode will soon be available, right? So this is Super Hearts theme, Super Dragon Ball Heroes Big Bang mission theme song, so that's kind of cool. With Dragon Ball Heroes crossover missions and stuff like that. We get a new burst mode coming, so that's very, very unique and cool. I've always liked burst mode. It's a nice challenge, but I'll probably have a guide video on that when it actually drops as well, if you guys enjoy that stuff. Then we have the Space Time Traveler. This is for the Extreme Z Awakened Trunks Xeno that you can farm up free to play, right? About time they give him his EZA. He was next in line, so it's very cool to see Trunks Xeno get his EZA. And it looks like if you bring more Time Travelers category, you have the higher chance to obtain bonus rewards. So that's pretty cool. Yeah, so Trunks Xeno is getting an EZA. Hopefully he's going to be good, man. I will have to see how good he actually is. But so we're getting Trunks Xeno as EZA, which is very nice. Then this is where we start to get the fun stuff, right? Super Dragon Ball Heroes Universe Creation Saga. You can recruit the free-to-play Toa to your team and Dokkan Awakener to the UR limit, right? Event details, new SSR, Dark Factor Retrieval Toa is now available when this drops. And it says coming soon, but all this stuff will be live when you wake up tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning, 11/22, technically. If I remember correctly, the banners do drop tonight at like 10 p.m. Pacific time, so about midnight Central Standard Time. I'm in Central Standard Time, but if you need help with your time thing, figure it out. You can do it. Next up, the Extreme Z area. We have a ton of new EZAs coming, right? So a new stage will be added to the challenge event, Extreme Z area, Dragon Ball Heroes Edition. So we're getting some new free-to-play EZAs, which is very, very cool. Fate of the Universal Conflict in her name's Logs, however you pronounce her name, but she gets an EZA, so that's pretty cool. And then we are also getting Ultimate Red Zone stages, Super Dragon Ball Hero Edition, so we're getting new stages 4 to 6 of Ultimate Red Zone. The Dragon Ball Heroes Edition are coming very, very soon. Again, this should all be live tomorrow, or late tonight, early morning for you. And then, if we go to events here, as we can see, we have, you know, chain battle, all that good stuff, so this is all pretty much the same. But what we're going to do is go to cards here, and in the database here on the Dokkan Wiki, by the way, big shoutouts to Dokkan Wiki, they have all the new units, all their information. In my last 2 videos, we went over all the new units and what they do. We went over Vegito, Broly, Rose, Vegeta, and Gold Metal Cooler, Janemba, and then who was the other one? Dark King Fu, yes. Yep, so we went all over them, what they do, what their kits are. Pretty much to sum it up, Rose, Super Saiyan 3 Rose, and Vegito are very, very solid units. He's good for damage reduction and defensive, and Vegito's more offensive based. Maybe full dodge build would be very good for him. But in today's video, we're going to be going over EZAs for all these units right here very quickly. So let's start with the goddess herself, Demon Goddess Toa. So after her EZA, she gets Dragon Ball Heroes category Ki +4 and HP attack and defense plus 150%. For newer players, that's going to be pretty solid, right? By the way, this artwork looks amazing, right? Her passive skill, attack and defense plus 180%, all allies Ki +3 and attack and defense plus 40. High chance of an additional attack plus 10% for all allies. High chance of an additional defense 10% for all allies. So that's high chance for both. High chance of evading enemy's attack, including super attack, when HP is 50% or more. Extreme class allies attack and defense plus 60%. and recovers 50% HP when HP is 50% or less once only. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 40% up to 120, so that's 3 stacks, with each attack evaded, including super attack. So you dodge 3 attacks, she gets that full passive buff, right? Demon Goddess Toa is going to be a very, very solid unit, especially with that built-in dodge, and she's also support. She was already good beforehand, but I really like what they did with her EZA. Just make her... Everything she did well in her original base kit, they just amplified in this kit, right? Which I love. I'm a huge fan of that. Don't ruin a good thing, right? Just keep her going. Her super attack, 12 key, raises attack for 1 turn, causes immense damage to enemy, and lowers attack and seals super attack. So, she's going to be a Super Battle Road goddess, and well, it's hence in her name, Demon Goddess Toa, but she's going to be a phenomenal unit. Now, let's jump to the next one. We got a lot to go over today. Next up is the Big Daddy himself, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta Xeno. Now, this is one I'm very excited for. I actually need to pull this guy, this celebration, around. I have over 1,500 stones saved up, which is quite a lot for myself. I'm not a whale or anything, but I'm very excited to pull this guy and get him awakened. Hopefully I can get a couple dupes in him, but he leads crossover category, Ki plus 3, HP attack and defense 180%. Passive skill, after EZA, attack and defense plus 180, plus an additional attack and defense plus 60, when performed a super attack. Crossover category allies, Ki plus 1 and attack and defense plus 30%. Giant 8 power category allies, Ki plus 1 and attack and defense plus 30%. Reduces damage received by 5% per crossover or Giant 8 power category ally on the same team. Depending on which category has more members, so one or the other. High chance of nullifying enemy super attack and countering with tremendous power, which is a phenomenal, phenomenal unit. We see this with Gogeta units a lot, especially Super Saiyan 4, but that's pretty good, man. I think they did our boy justice because he's going to link up very, very well with the new Super Saiyan 4 full power limit breaker Vegeta as well. So, very solid. They gave him a good kid. His super attack on his 12 key greatly raises defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage to enemy. So, he raises his defense, which is very important for him. He can nullify super attacks, and he's also support. He's going to be solid, I'm telling you right now. His stats are going to be very, very good post-EZA as well. Look at that. HP over 23,000, attack over 21, and defense is pretty good at 11,000, just over. Not bad, man. Vegeta is a solid W. Again, I'm excited to use these guys, you know, for the first time, but I'm going to have videos for all that stuff, so stay tuned. Next up, Brutal Berserker Super Saiyan 4 Broly, post-EZA. So he leads Giant 8 power, 150%, Ki plus 3. His passive skill, attack and defense plus 150%. Ki plus 2 and launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack when there's another Giant 8 power category ally attacking in the same turn. Launches an additional super attack when all allies attacking in the same turn are Giant 8 power. So he does very, very well in that team, obviously. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 30% with each super attack performed up to 150. So he can actually build up a lot when he gets more and more supers, right? Probably a good kit for him is additional and dodge, but you be the judge of that one. Super attack, 12 key. Greatly raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn. Causes immense damage to enemy and greatly lowers defense. He is not going to be a good unit for slot 1, but 2 and 3, you could probably comfortably run him after he builds up, right? By the way, his artwork looks amazing. I do have a couple copies of him, so I'm excited to get him EZA'd. Alright, next up, we are going to Demigra. I feel like he... Did he get his EZA? Okay, so no, he gets his EZA. Okay, so he's new. Okay, we'll go over him. Sorry. Dragonball Heroes, category or extreme Fizz type, Ki plus 3 and HP attack and defense 130%. Passive skill, attack and defense plus 140, plus an additional attack and defense plus 70% when performing a super attack. Extreme class allies, Ki plus 4 and defense plus 40%. All enemies attack and defense minus 30%. That is busted, by the way. That is a huge, huge significant buff. Plus an additional attack plus 20% per crossover category ally on the team. Plus an additional defense plus 10% per extreme class ally on the team. His super attack greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to enemy. Actually, not bad at all, man. Not bad at all. I do have him as well, so I'm excited. Black Masked Saiyan is the next one up. So Dragon Ball Heroes category or Extreme AGL, Ki plus 3, HP attack and defense 130%. Love this artwork, by the way. Passive skill, Extreme Black Masked Destroyer, Ki plus 3 and attack and defense plus 160. When attacking, plus an additional attack and defense plus 120%, launches an additional attack that has a high chance of becoming a super attack and high chance of performing a critical hit when there are 3 or more crossover category allies on the team. Performs a critical hit when the enemy whose name includes Goku. Okay, so he gets guaranteed crits against Goku members, right? Super attack 12 key, raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causes immense damage to enemy, and lowers attack and defense. I actually think he's going to be not too bad. Again, we're kind of just going over the kits, but I will have gameplay of all these units when they drop, when they get awakened, and once I get them in Link level 10 and all that good stuff. So stay tuned for that. Right now we're just going over all the kits so we can kind of see and judge what we think. Dark Masked King is next. So he is Dragon Ball Heroes or Extreme Ints, key plus 3, 130% to all stats. Key plus 2 in attack and defense plus 150% for his passive, plus an additional defense plus 150 for 5 turns after receiving an attack, plus an additional attack plus 50% with each attack received, up to 150. So the more he gets hit, the better. Plus an additional defense 100% and guards all attacks when there is another Dragon Ball Heroes category ally attacking in the same turn. Recovers 10% of damage dealt as HP. I do like that a lot because who doesn't like to be healed, especially during some of the difficult events, right? His 12 key super raises defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage to enemy and greatly lowers attack and defense. Not bad. Solid unit. I don't believe I have him yet, so if I can get a copy of him this celebration, I'm very happy. Who do we got next? Super Mira. I do have this guy as well. This is Extreme STR type or Dragon Ball Heroes. 130% to all stats, key plus 3. Passive skill, Cold Stare. Attack plus 200% and defense plus 100%. Disables enemy's guard. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 50% when performing a super attack. Key plus 2 and launches an additional super attack when the allies attacking in the same turn are Dragon Ball Heroes categories. Units. Attacked enemies attack and defense minus 30% for 2 turns. Plus an additional attack plus 100% and great chance of performing a critical hit when the attacked enemy is an attack down or defense down status. Interesting for our boy Super Mira. 12 key super attack. Greatly raises defense. Permanently. Great. Greatly raises attack for 1 turn and causes supreme damage to enemy. Yo, we always like units that stack defense permanently. Right? Tech Gohan, other characters. That's awesome. Now, for Demon God Deborah. Dragon Ball Heroes, category key plus 4, and HP attack and defense 150% to all stats. Passive skill, Demon Lord to a Demon God. Key plus 3 in attack and defense plus 150. Plus an additional attack and defense plus 150%. Attacked enemies attack and defense minus 35% for 2 turns and launches an additional attack that's a high chance of becoming a super attack when facing only 1 enemy. Plus an additional attack 150 when the target enemy is attack down or defense down status. Plus an additional attack plus 50% and reduces damage received by 10% per existing enemy. The count starts from the 3rd enemy. Interesting. Plus an additional attack plus 100% and defense plus 200% and high chance of evading enemy's attack, including super attack when facing 2 or more enemies. That built-in dodge when you're facing multiple enemies, like for Super Battle Road, is very, very cool. 12 key super attack, greatly raises defense for 1 turn and causes immense damage with a high chance of stunning the enemy. So again, Super Battle Road, this guy is going to do very, very well. Probably some other, maybe some red zone missions or, you know, red zone stuff. If there's multiple enemies, like, I don't know, Goku Black and Zamasu stage, right? That is cool, man. So we got some solid EZAs coming. I'm very, very excited for that, actually. Then also Janemba and Golden Metal Cooler are getting awakenings. We have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new units dropping. Technically 6 with the free-to-play Toa. Oh, man. 2 new awakenings. We have a ton of EZAs. New stages, new missions, new Ultimate Red Zone. Guys, this celebration for Heroes is going to be awesome. I hope you are excited. I really do. Because I've been talking about this celebration for the last few months, right? Since before September. But the Hero Celebration, man, it only comes around once a year. So hopefully you guys enjoy. But if you like today's video, drop a like down below. Subscribe if you guys are new. All that good stuff. It helps my channel out greatly. And we are trying to get to 1,000 subs. So I thank you guys so much for the support. But good luck in your summons tonight. I will have summoning videos uploaded very, very soon after the banners are released. But I'm excited, man. Good luck to you all. Let's hope we all pull Rose and Vegito. I'm personally a little more excited for Rose, but Vegito's going to be a solid win as well. So, all right, guys. Enjoy. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the support. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Good luck in the summons. Bye, guys.